that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. One to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate.
Today, from Los Angeles, California, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city of A. Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Loss of 5 yards.
I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. So here come the Chargers with a long field ahead of them. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the out. Outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy. Nice pickup.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's able to find Wallace. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Roll out on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way. Worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Chiefs, nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
80. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Complete.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at the line.
No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Keeps the score.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. McIntyre. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Ball carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On 3rd down, McIntyre.
That's good for a Charger.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. It's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
To 3rd down and 1.
On 3rd down, McIntyre. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open, complete. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Touchdown. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the championship round this weekend. We'll get back to you guys and punch a 3rd in just...
We now proceed to the start of the second half. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll look to throw here. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming. Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Dodson, not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's going to field this at the 4. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Those the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
And we'll see if they can disrupt it here.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25 yards.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Dodson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 21-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 8.
Chiefs are going to get him.
The quarterback.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no...
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort. and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now here comes Kansas City. Their hopes of advancing past this. Divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Jackson. Open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Montez Sweat in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
17 yards.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
39-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down. Barkley, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake. Barkley. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. A gain there of 21 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Jet. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Fourth and goal.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Today's final score.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
We'll step on, spin, move, and zone. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold with a trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, read on with the game now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a rain now, legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal.
We'll step on, spin, move, and zone. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin, take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
She back at me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, take my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say, what you gonna do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gonna do it, you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You built like that.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah. Look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love.
Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Huge us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage, way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
know better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it.